Hi, Rick.
Hey, Bart, how are you?
Nice to see you. Merry Christmas. I'm glad to see you wearing a Christmas color today.
I did. You know, I thought today, honest guy, I remember I was coming on the show and going to the Mongoose. I said, I'm going to put on a Christmas color, green, obviously. And so I did. So I found this in my closet with all the other too many clothes I have. And so I haven't worn this for a while. I kind of like it, you know.
It's a good color on you. Maybe, cause, you know, you're a big Spartan fan. I think you do have some other green items, but that's a little different color green.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, nowadays, I mean, you look at all these different football teams and the different color uniforms they wear, it's just like, you know, some of you look at them and say, where'd you ever come up with that, you know, that color? But I don't know. It's the whole world. The whole world's different now.
Oregon always has some really bright football uniforms.
Yeah. Oregon, they're kind of almost set. They started it more than anybody. It seemed like they had those ones that almost reflective, you know, type things. But
fluorescent,
yeah. It's kind of fun.
Well, I know you're excited about Friday night because that is the Walton Christmas movie night.
Walton Christmas movie night, yeah. Tomorrow night, it's we kind of expect it might be sold out. Mm-hmm. So I mean,
but it's free.
What's that? It's free. Yeah. I mean, anybody can come to this, and tomorrow night it's. I mean, honest to God, I love just going to the Michigan Theater. Don't you just have a good feeling about that place? And you walk in, just it's, you know, majestic. It's just warm. It's just cool.
Yeah, and Rick is helping the Michigan Theater with their capital campaign, so this will be a great exposure for people who maybe never been.
Yeah, possibly.
Check it out.
But yeah, tomorrow night we got it. So, you know, everybody's welcome. We'll just give them popcorn and Coke, and Santa will be there, and we're going to be showing the Elf movie. It was either that or Polar Express, and we voted in our office, and one vote separated between the two, and Elf won.
No kidding.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah. So I'm glad because it's got some good lines in that show. You know, Polar Express, I kind of like it for I don't know, maybe it's darker or whatever it happens to be, but I started watching last night. Actually, we were sitting up with Lisa. She's making ribbons and doing everything else that she does to put on presents. Mm-hmm. And I really like to watch this time of year Scrooge, A Christmas Carol. I can't believe people can be that mean, and then I think there are people like that, and I feel bad for them. But I don't want to condemn them. I really don't want to condemn them. They must have had something in their life go on that just affected them, that made them so negative and so bah humbug type person. And I think you have to understand it. You can't hate these people. You can't condemn these people. You got to understand them and hopefully bring them out of it. So, but I always like to watch that. I started to watch it last night, but I had to get up early this morning and be actually it had to be WKHM. 7 a.m. So I went to bed. I didn't watch the whole movie. And it was the Disney version. There's so many versions of it. I've always liked
there's a lot. They go way back to the 30s.
I think the 30s.
Yeah.
I think the 30s. And I really kind of, I like to pay attention to those movies in the 30s and say, how do they really do this stuff, you know, and everything else? Because it's pretty archaic compared to today.
I was just watching a movie. I can't even remember what it was, but I know it had a lot of special effects, and it was from the 60s. It was before computer generation of animation and all that, all done. I don't know how they do stuff. I didn't know how they did stuff back then, but
Right. No, I just don't know. I mean, and you look at some of the way they did it, it's just amazing to me. I mean, didn't you used to have to do something almost to make every movement or something had another board or something with it as you
for animation? Yeah, every single scene is a separate. And a constant movement of that and stuff. Yeah. Pretty brilliant people to think they came up with what they did back then. Mm-hmm.
Well, of course, you were a photographer.
I was,
and you know, you've seen the differences in all that now. I don't know. You still kind of into that? You still kind of like taking pictures and stuff, do you?
Mm-hmm. I do, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a cool thing, and the sophistication is from the last 10 years has probably gone from here to here. Is that right?
It's amazing, completely different. I took as a photographer in the studio. I used film. I couldn't see if the picture turned out until 2 weeks after it came back from the lab. And it was a lot of pressure, especially a wedding. Yeah. You know, you get all these one-of-a-kind, once in a lifetime opportunity to get the picture right, and you couldn't look and say, oh yeah, I got a good one. You had to wait. You
know what blows my mind today is you got the phones, you know. You take the picture on the phone, and there's the app or whatever you do, you can, you know, make it so much better. I mean, instantly, obviously.
It's amazing. It's amazing, yeah.
It is amazing. I mean, where's it all going? That's what I don't think people realize is, I can't remember when it was. They said they were going to shut down the patent office like in the 1930s or 40s or whatever it was, and thought everything was invented that could be invented. And I mean, we think today that we've got all this unbelievable, technology.
What more could they invent?
Yeah. Well, I'm waiting for. I'll tell you what I want. Talk to my phone, tell it what I need, and make sure it's up on there. Or my computer, sitting on my computer. I get so frustrated, I can't print from my laptop sometimes because it doesn't come right, and I'm saying, what am I doing wrong? I can print on this one, but I can't print here and everything else. So I wish I could say, I'm trying to print on this computer. And I hope they say, Mr. Walton, we will do that for you. You do that, there'll be an awful lot of us people buying whatever that is, that technology is.
I guarantee you that the ability to do that exists today.
Yeah.
Yes, you could have someone set that up for you.
Yeah, but I don't think it's quite perfected all the way or something. I know, but they do have that. I know they have that technology too. But it's not being sold. But I just really think if they put on TV and they showed these people and a bunch of old guys like us, and
do you do this?
What's that?
Call Ric Walton.
Yeah, I do that. I do that. Right.
I wonder if it works. Is your phone ringing? Do you have it with you?
I can always keep it on vibrate because I've got my, my Bart Holly watch, or is that Dick Tracy watch? My Dick Tracy
calling,
watch here.
But not answering.
So
that's okay. I
can answer too.
Yeah.
But it's and I love technology. I just wish I was smarter at it. I just wish I was a computer geek.
You've got smart people surrounding you. You just need to be the face. You also have another Christmas tradition coming up. Did you want to talk about the father-son guy thing?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about that too. It's, it's just, I love this time of year and this couple of those things, just like what we're doing tomorrow night where the kids can all come down and with parents and families, whatever it happens to be, the Michigan Theater, watch the movie on us, have popcorn, have Coke, do whatever we want to have. Going to that cool place that Steve Tucker will give you a great time. Then I do this, and it's the father-son thing I do. And,
we'll talk about that next week.
What about, it's next?
The father-son.
Next Saturday.
We'll talk about it this
we'll talk about next week. Okay, I'll talk about next week. Because, oh my God, because we're out of time.
Because we're out of time. I don't know what
because then you got to go out to MIS and see that too. You got to go see that. And we got to see our display we did this year out there too. It's really, really cool. See my mother, and my mother's in the display.
I've seen it.
Yeah. You seen it?
I've seen pictures of it.
A picture, yeah. Good. Well, do that, people.
So you'll be at the Michigan Theater. Will you be there tomorrow night yourself?
I'll be there. I'll be there for a while.
A lot of weekend festivities, holiday festivities.
Yeah, a lot. We're having one of our Christmas parties with family, Lisa's side, and that all goes. And Wednesday we have one, and next Sunday we have
it's a time
with family. All good stuff.
Great. Well, I'll see you tomorrow night at the Michigan Theater, Friday night at the Michigan Theater, and have a great weekend. Ric Walton, that's it. We've run out of time.